Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
I still remember the day Adalyn, my bright-eyed, ambitious younger cousin, called me, her voice trembling. She just landed an entry-level position at a prestigious firm, a dream come true for a kid from our humble town. She was eager to network, to learn, and like many young professionals, she fell for the allure of Emanuel Reno. Emanuel was a fixture in our community, a successful real estate magnate, a supposed philanthropist, always at the head of some local charity or youth mentorship program. He projected an image of a benevolent patriarch, keen on guiding the next generation. Adalyn saw him as her ticket to success. What she got instead was a master manipulator. Over several months, under the guise of exclusive investment opportunities and business coaching, Emanuel subtly drained Adalyn's life savings, convincing her to invest in fraudulent schemes he profited from. When she finally caught on and tried to expose him, he leveraged his considerable influence and legal team to silence her, painting her as an unstable, ungrateful mentee. Adalyn was devastated, her career start derailed, her trust shattered, and her savings gone. The local police, wary of Emanuel's connections, brushed her off. I watched her spirit dim, and a cold, determined fury settled deep within me. He thought he was untouchable. I decided he wasn't. As a data analyst, I lived in breadth patterns, vulnerabilities, and digital footprints. Emanuel Reno had a clear pattern, preying on ambition, ego, and vulnerability, then using his carefully constructed reputation as a shield. My plan was to turn his arrogance into his downfall. I decided to build him a digital trap, a honeypot that would appeal to his inflated sense of superiority and his hidden depravity. The goal was to get him to willingly expose his true, predatory nature, not just to me, but to the world. I enlisted my closest friend Lillian, a phenomenal actress with a knack for mimicry and a fierce sense of justice. She would play the bait, a fresh, ambitious, but seemingly naive young professional seeking unconventional mentorship. Meanwhile, I would construct the stage, an elaborate, invitation-only online forum I christened the Dark Capital Collective, designed to mimic an exclusive society of wealthy, amoral, and hyper-ruthless elites who celebrated cutting corners and exploiting others for profit. Lillian, adopting the persona of a promising but impressionable finance intern, subtly entered the periphery of Emanuel's network. She played the part perfectly, awestruck by his public persona, eager for any scrap of his wisdom. As predicted, Emanuel took the bait. He loved being admired. Lillian then, under my careful guidance, introduced the concept of the Dark Capital Collective to him. She framed it as an ultra-exclusive, underground network for individuals who truly understood how to leverage situations for maximum personal gain beyond the constraints of conventional ethics. She told him only the most elite and efficient manipulators were invited. I, working from my home lab, had built the collective's platform with meticulous detail, encrypted messaging, fake profiles of high-net-worth individuals boasting of dubious exploits, and a seemingly impenetrable vetting process. Emanuel was hooked. To gain full access to the collective's inner circle, he was told he needed to submit a case study video, a personal testimonial demonstrating his most cunning and effective strategies for navigating difficult mentees, deflecting accusations, and maximizing profit from vulnerable situations. It was his opportunity to prove his worth to his peers. Emanuel, believing he was among like-minded individuals, swallowed the bait whole. One evening, from his opulent home office, he recorded a chilling 15-minute video. He leaned into the camera, a smirk playing on his lips, as he meticulously detailed how he identified ambitious but financially unsophisticated young people. He explained his technique for presenting fabricated, exclusive investment opportunities, subtly manipulating them into transferring their savings into his shell corporations. He even boasted about how he then legally bought out their now worthless shares for pennies, leaving them indebted and ruined. He specifically, explicitly named Adalyn, recounting her despair with a cruel chuckle, mocking her naivety and the ease with which he silenced her with legal threats. He ended the video with a self-satisfied toast, raising a crystal tumbler to discretion, dominion, and profit. As soon as he uploaded the file to the collective's supposedly secure server, I had it. The moment that video landed, my carefully laid trap sprang shut. I immediately uploaded Emanuel's case study confession, along with a meticulously compiled dossier of financial records, past victim testimonies, including Adalyn's and public documents cross-referencing his fraudulent schemes, to a burner account. I sent it to every major local news outlet, several financial watchdog groups, and blasted it across social media platforms, tagging local politicians and community leaders who had once championed him. The video went viral overnight. The benevolent patriarch Emanuel Reno was exposed as a vile, predatory schemer. His carefully curated image shattered into a million pieces. The fallout was immediate and devastating. His multi-million-dollar real estate business collapsed within days. Clients severed ties, investors pulled out, and partners dissolved agreements, citing irreparable damage to their brand. His wife, humiliated beyond belief and discovering the extent of his financial duplicity, filed for divorce, taking half of what remained of his assets. He was stripped of every community honor, every board position, every philanthropic title. But that wasn't the end. Emboldened by his televised confession, a dozen more victims, many of whom had been too scared or too shamed to come forward, stepped out of the shadows. Class action lawsuits were filed, and a criminal investigation into his financial fraud and pattern of harassment was initiated. Last I heard, his sprawling mansion was foreclosed upon, and he's facing multiple felony charges, looking at a very long prison sentence. His fortune, his reputation, his family, all gone. He built his empire on the backs of others, and I watched it crumble to dust. He thought he was a master manipulator. He found out he was just another mark. Justice, it seems, has a digital address.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.